Hello everyone, I am Rakesh again, and welcome to this session on SME IPO 10 mistakes to avoid. Going public is one of the most transformational milestones for any small or medium enterprise. Platforms like BSC SME and NSA Emerge have made access to capital markets easier than ever. But here's the truth. The SME IPO journey is complex. Many promising companies fail not because of weak businesses, but because of avoidable mistakes during preparations. In these presentations, I will walk you through the 10 most common SME IPO mistakes, their real world impact, and how you can avoid them with the right strategy and professional support. Let me attach the PPT. I will take through each and every slides so that the SME listing for you becomes more and more easier and successful. So this is the SME IPO PPT which I have prepared. And let me take you through each and every slides. SME IPO 10 mistakes to avoid. The first mistake, poor financial record keeping. The first major mistake is poor financial record keeping. Many SMEs operate informally in their earlier years. When they approach an IPO, they suddenly realize their books are incomplete, invoices are missing, and accounting methods are inconsistent. This creates serious problems during audits. Poor records delay the IPO process, raise investor doubts, and often trigger regulatory investigations. To avoid this, companies must install robust financial systems 18 to 24 months in advance, maintain proper documentations, and engage professionally auditors early. An SME IPO consultant can identify financial gaps before they become regulatory roadblocks. So, before hurrying up, please try to maintain your books of account in a proper way so that there is no delay in the listing process. Moving to the next slide. Ignoring regulatory compliance. The second most mistakes which is done by all the SMEs. Many entrepreneurs focus on operations but overlook GST filings, tax compliances, environmental approvals, and labor law requirements. Late or incorrect filing attract penalties and signal poor governance to regulators. In serious cases, this even lead to IPO rejections. The solution is simple but critical. Engage companies specialists early and align your governance framework with SEBI regulations. A qualified SME IPO consultant bridge this compliance gap and ensure your company is IPO ready from the regulatory standpoint. Compliance has become a very stringent and regular process which is being scrutinized by all the regulators. The next most important mistakes which we generally do is implausible valuation expectations. The third mistake. Promoter often expect premium valuation disconnected from financial reality. This creates friction with merchant bankers and scares away investors. In India, several SME IPO post above market reality have listed 13 to 28% below their real issues, damaging credibility from day one. The prevention strategy is to trust professional valuation experts who benchmark against peers, realistic pricing, building long-term investor trust, and ensure healthier post-listing performance. So these are the important impact. And also we need to be very, very serious in terms of maintaining all these requirements. Next is the poor corporate governance design. Mistakes number 4. Many SME operate with centralized family leadership and minimal independent oversight, but public markets demand independent directors, audit committee, and transparent decision making. These are the requirement of the regulators which we need to fulfill it. We don't have choices. Just we need to fulfill it because weak governance seed a negative signal to institutional investors and reduces subscription level. The solution is to establish governance structure well before the IPO. Hire qualified independent directors, form audit and remuneration committee, and professionalize board process. An SME IPO consultant can guide a transition systematically. The next mistake is inadequate time and resource basing. Some SME try to compress a 12 to 18 months IPO journey into just 6 months. This leads to documentation errors, regulatory delays, and last minute firefighting. The correct approach is to begin preparation 18 to 24 months in advance, assign dedicated internal teams, and engage external consultancy early. Ironically, every preparations actually speeds up the IPO by reducing regulatory back and forth later. The next mistake is poor financial management and control. Mistakes number six: informal bookkeeping, weak cost control, and undocumented expenses lead to audit compliances, complications, and sometimes even financial statements. The severely damage investors' confidence and this severely damage investor confidence and may attract regulatory penalties. To avoid this, companies must install structured accounting systems, regular internal audits, and transparent financial reporting 2 to 3 years before IPO initiation. Professional financial advisors can help identify control weakness early. Moving towards further, the unrealistic growth projections which we give to the underwriters. This is the seventh mistakes. Some SME exaggerate projections to attract investor without backing them with past performance and market research. When these targets are missed, share prices fall sharply after listing and the company credibility suffers. The smarter strategy is to undercommit and overdeliver. Build conservative, achievable growth projections supported by data and operational plans. Failing to build leadership team. Mistake number 8 is weak leadership depth. Investors don't just invest in business, they invest in people. Over reliance on founders with experienced CFOs, CEOs, and technical leaders raises concerns about scalability. Weak leadership teams reduce valuations and subscription rates. The solution is to proactively build a strong management bench across finance, operations, compliance, and technology so that the overall result is as per the expectations. This signals institutional maturity and long-term sustainability. Next is the weak investor communication. The communication part is much more stringent and most important in the entire SME listing. This is the ninth mistakes. Many SMEs struggle to articulate a compelling investor investment story. Vague presentations, weak storytelling, and inability to answer investor questions lead to poor subscriptions and big post-IPO performance. To avoid this, companies must develop clear investor narratives, highlight value propositions, competitive advantage, and growth paths. Mock pitches and investor relations training can dramatically improve outcomes. Lack of professional advisory support. Mistakes number 10. Some SME may try to save cost by minimizing expert support. This is not saving cost. This is just you are making the biggest mistakes. This often leads to documents errors, missed deadlines, compliance failures, and value mistakes. The right approach is to engage merchant bankers, legal advisors, valuation experts, and compliance consultant from the start. While advisory fees seem high, initially they prevent far more expensive IPO failure later. The SME IPO preparation checklist. This slide highlights the IPO readiness checklist. From the financial perspective, you need to at least 2 to 3 years of audit, financial, tax compliance, and debt reconciliation. From a governance angle, independent director, board committee, and whistleblower policies must be in place. Regulatory readiness requires all statutory clearances, labor law compliances, and IP protections. Operationally, you must have a scalable system, risk management process, and succession plan documented. The role of SME IPO consultant. An SME IPO consultant plays a critical role in this journey. They conduct readiness assessment, strengthen governance structures, manage SEBI and exchange coordination, shape investor narrative, and ensure transparent financial reporting. Most importantly, They provide long-term post-IPO support, helping companies navigate life as a listed entity. So, establishing a long-term public market success. Going public should not be a stressful gamble. It should be a structured transformation journey. To conclude, the SME IPO journey is revolutionary, but only for those who prepare well. By avoiding these 10 common SME IPO mistakes, building strong financial systems, professional governance, realistic evaluations, and engaging expert advisory early, SME can transform the IPO journey from a risky leap into a well managed strategic growing step. Thank you for your time. I wish you every success in your IPO journey.